And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, perched here on the commentary gantry, and sitting alongside me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say, with good reason. How's it going to go, Stuart?
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he take advantage? And still danger here. Not a time for cool heads. Zanetti. Now with Maldini. Bruno Fernandes. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful, but nothing comes of it. Retaining possession proving difficult. Just the clearance that was needed. Ronaldo. Here's Ronaldo. Cleared away by Zanetti. Mateus. Messi. Ball won by Gerrard. Lost possession. Messi. Gerrard. Zanetti averting the danger for now. Lionel Messi. Cruyff. Lam dealing with it. Lam. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the ball with Gerrard. Johan Cruyff. And unable to keep possession. Gerrard. Here's Ronaldo. Well, he was a long way from goal, but that didn't seem to bother him.
Well, he won't strike a football much better than that. That certainly had the keeper worried.
In a decent position now. Cruyff. Just knocked it out of there. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. And time for the change now. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Johan Cruyff. Bruno Fernandes. Lam smuggles it away. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Oh, read it magnificently. Tremendous defending. Cruyff. Johan Cruyff. Lionel Messi. And the ball with Gerrard. A lot of forward thrust here from Ronaldo. Now what can he do from this excellent position? Clears it away. Cristiano Ronaldo. Went in strongly, decisively. Johan Cruyff. Cruyff! Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper. Mateus. Steven Gerrard. Cristiano Ronaldo. Sound piece of defending. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. 10 minutes to go. Well, it could be on for him here. And danger still. Is it going to be? Oh, they've done it! They forged ahead, and it might be the goal that gives them victory.
Well, when you see this again, I think the goalkeeper's very unlucky. He makes a good initial save, but the ball comes off of him, rebounds straight to an attacker, and the finish is excellent.
Here it is now, a substitution. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider.
Well, I think the fans are doing everything they can to get their team back into this. But can they find that moment of inspiration and get an equaliser?
This could be the equaliser. Late drama here. Level once more. Incredible scenes.
Well, as we see it again, he was never going to miss that, was he? That's a really simple finish in the end.
And they will make the change now. So back underway following the equaliser. That is that after 90 minutes. They are level and extra time is coming up. So back in business here, the first period of extra time, and it might well come down to mental fortitude. Who wants this more? Ronaldo. Wonderful piece of tackling, Virgil van Dijk. Mateus. Count. Must take the lead here. And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Well, here it is again, and it's really poor defending. They just don't show enough urgency to get tight or make a block, which is why the ball's ended up in the back of their net.
And the substitution will occur now. So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? Ronaldo. Effective challenge. Forlan. Count. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. So at the halfway stage in extra time, and 15 more minutes left. And so 15 more minutes. We're into the second period of extra time here. De Jong. Here's Ronaldo. Diego Forlan. Federico Valverde. Wonderful tackle. Can they fashion something? They need a goal, but really sticking to their task defensively. Well, it's a decent-looking attack, this. This could be it! And a very good challenge. No real threat, you've got to say. Good tackle. And that will be all for this game. Defeat for the visitors. That's the big story.
Well, Derek, it was a hard-fought contest, which neither side completely dominated, but the result will certainly hurt them. They need to bounce back next time out.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Real Madrid.
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
And taken away, he won the ball. Petit. The referee spotted the little nick on the way through, so a throw-in coming up. Kimmich. Can he put them in front? Pivotal moment defensively. Well, quite simply, that is a wasted chance. Joshua Kimmich. Now with Forlan. What can Real do from this position? But nothing comes of it. Anthony. And Real doing well to win it back. Rijkaard. Anthony. Given away by Real Madrid. Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. Federico Valverde. And it's with Marco van Basten. Forlan. Onto van Basten to take the lead. And there it is! The breakthrough! That will do nicely.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time. Into the second half then, and Real doing the chasing. Son. On to Hamšík. Real find themselves in a position of menace. Well, nothing wrong with the header, but it was always going that little bit off target. Oh, big chance! Well, he took care of it defensively. Iniesta. James Tavernier. Real chance! And keeping it out. On a corner like that, every goalkeeper's dream, really. Marquez. Diego Forlan. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Well, it clearly was deflected, so it will be their throw-in. Must be! And the goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, here you can see what a good goal this is. He hits it so cleanly and the keeper has no chance. That's a great strike.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Hamšík. It's with Petit. Well, pass after pass, maybe they can chisel an opportunity. Sound piece of defending. Ten minutes left for play. Ginola. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Federico Valverde. Van Basten. So there goes the final whistle. Real Madrid victorious, and their fans are going to be happy with this.
Well, Derek, it was fairly comfortable in the end because they were tactically superior, had better individuals, and were always a threat going forward. It was a really good performance and a good result as well.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player, Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's Real Madrid taking on Liverpool.
Well, we've got everything needed for a good game here. Two motivated teams, a vibrant atmosphere, and some very good players. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
Hamšík. Son. Hamšík. Priority was to hang on to the ball, which he did. Rijkaard. Emmanuel Petit. Hamšík. And back with Hamšík. And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. Martin Ødegaard. Well, he tried in vain to get himself back onside.
Well, he needs to show greater awareness there and hold on to the ball a fraction longer.
Zinedine Zidane. And he's in. Pretty straightforward for the keeper. Thuram. Keane. Veron. And it's with Marco van Basten. Real did well to regain control of the ball. Anthony. Martin Ødegaard. Heung-min Son. Veron. Well, a long-distance effort and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
And he read it superbly. Zinedine Zidane. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. Sound piece of goalkeeping. That is that for the first half here. Just going to be a double substitution. And so the second half gets underway. Almost a case of the two teams saying to each other, whatever you can do, I can do just as well. Veron. Now with Forlan. Well, a really good run. Ødegaard. Now with Hamšík. Oh, mopping up defensively. Ginola. Well, they really had to be on their toes defensively, given the circumstances. And the keeper showing tremendous command. And well positioned to clear. He continues his run. Veron. Son. And a goal! Just when we wondered if this might finish 0-0. There it is. They're in front.
Well, here you can see it again. He's gone for placement over power, and it's a brilliant finish.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Marek Hamšík. Now Zidane. Well, we're inside the final 15 minutes. Still ahead by a goal and moving the ball with purpose. Well, he took care of it defensively. Veron. Encouraging move from Liverpool. Could be dangerous. Cleared away. And the upshot of that is offside.
Well, he needed to look elsewhere because the flag was always going to go up. Well, it hasn't been a great performance, but the fans have been brilliant. Just listen to the noise. Can the players respond and find this equaliser?
The final whistle, and not to be for Real Madrid. They have to accept defeat. What did you think of their performance as a whole?
Well, Derek, it was a hard-fought contest, which neither side completely dominated, but the result will certainly hurt them. They need to bounce back next time out.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary box, providing expert analysis, is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Real Madrid up against Fulham.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Reece James, Toni Kroos. And the ball with Figo. Xavi. Ball is loose. Threat over for now, it seems. And stopping the danger. Figo. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Well, he was under a bit of stress, but back to the keeper. Gianluca Zambrotta. Rijkaard. Zinedine Zidane. Zidane on the ball. Moving the ball effectively. Top-class defending. Marquez. Away by Marquez. Anthony. Zinedine Zidane. And clears the danger. Anthony. Frank Rijkaard now. Just cutting off the supply. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Figo. And the goalkeeper under no pressure. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Into the second half then. And these two sides are locked together. Just can't really choose between them at the moment. Still passing it around with authority. Xavi. Now with Ibrahimovic. And there it is! The breakthrough! That will do nicely.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
Well, the action underway. Can Real find a response now? Real determination in the challenge. A throw in here. Anthony. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Zinedine Zidane. Emmanuel Petit. Petit! And a goal! The keeper couldn't stop it. Real Madrid on terms.
Let's see this again, because the delivery into the box couldn't be any better. Played into just the right area, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
So back underway. One goal apiece here. Rivaldo. Well, he could really get at the opposition. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations.
Well, here you can see what a good goal this is. He hits it so cleanly, and the keeper has no chance. That's a great strike.
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. Rijkaard. On to Hamšík. Can he finish? And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
So underway again at 2-2. 10 minutes to go. Taken away from Son. Five minutes of the 90 still to go, and the teams cannot be separated. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Rivaldo. Well, no stopping him. Still could be dangerous. And there is the referee's whistle for full time. Even Steven here, they can't be separated. We were treated to goals. And Stuart, interested to get your verdict.
Well, Derek, what a good game it was. Plenty of chances, some good attacking play, and a couple of outstanding individual performances. I really enjoyed that one.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. What might we see today, Stuart?
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Hamsik. It's with Petit. Out of play and a Real Madrid throw-in coming up. Son. Petit. Well, he didn't miss by all that much with the header. Just a little bit off target. And a confident clearance. In with a chance. And failed to keep himself onside, unfortunately. Gianluca Zambrotta. Son. Well, you've got to say, comfortably off target, Stuart.
Yeah, that's a waste of good possession. His teammates are not happy with him, and they're letting him know.
Just knocked it out of there. Son. Hamsik now. It's offside, and perhaps he should have been a bit more alert.
And maybe a little bit more aware in the box. He was just too static.
Zinedine Zidane. Anthony. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Rijkaard. Musiala. Frank Rijkaard. Making sure nothing came of it. Schweinsteiger. Bastian Schweinsteiger. Jamal Musiala. Musiala. Bale. And it's in! 1-0. They've breached the defence.
Well, as you can see, this is a wonderful strike. He makes the perfect connection, and he has so much pace on it. It's a great goal.
Action underway once more. A wake-up call for the Real players, maybe. Can they find a response now? And there it is, the half-time whistle. So the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway. Gianluca Zambrotta. Zambrotta. And a throw coming up after a really fine piece of tackling. Jamal Musiala. Gianluca Zambrotta. On to Bale. And a goal to increase their advantage. It's a two-goal lead now.
Well, here's the replay, and what a well-delivered cross this is. Perfectly placed. And then the shot could not be hit any better. Struck with such venom. Great goal.
So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score. Petit. Now Son. Plenty of support here. Could be dangerous. Managed to get it out of there. Gareth Bale. Could be. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
3 goals without reply. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Hamšík. Zinedine Zidane. Ginola. Now Zidane. Still not clear. Well, it looked so threatening, but the danger averted. Rijkaard. Bastian Schweinsteiger. Musiala. Well, a long-distance effort and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including...
And there it is, the full-time whistle here, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, and sharing commentary with me, as usual, is Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start, with justifiable cause. It's Real Madrid up against Newcastle United.
Well, a quick start to the game is all important here today, and I'm sure both managers will have drilled that into the players. But they also have to play with composure and a tactical understanding. It should be a good game.
Eusebio, and back, genuine chance. That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. Referee has decided enough is enough, and for that transgression, a yellow card. Well, far from the perfect effort, you've got to say.
Well, he's got that all wrong, hasn't he? That's a terrible effort.
Jude Bellingham. Juan Sebastian Veron has it. Diego Forlan. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Frank Rijkaard. Out of play. Newcastle throw-in forthcoming. Carles Puyol. Bellingham. Forlan. He succeeds in clearing it. Hamšík. Heung-min Son. And on to Ginola. Just looking for the right moment for that final pass. And nothing comes of this attack. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Well, the keeper certainly didn't want to gamble with that, and a corner it'll be. An opportunity to forge ahead from this corner situation. Danger averted. Emmanuel Petit. And on to Ginola. Petit. And the pass deftly cut out. Trying to really get at the opposition here. The first half here comes to an end. So the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway. Jude Bellingham. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. The Magpies looking creative. Just knocked it out of there. And it's in! 1-0. They've breached the defence.
Well, here it is again, and when you clear the ball, you have to get height and distance on it to give your defence time to readjust. They don't do that, it's a poor clearance, and suddenly the ball's in the back of the net.
So Real restart the game. Disappointed to have conceded. They find an equaliser. Emmanuel Petit. Well, good technique in terms of how he struck it. "20 minutes remaining. So a corner kick it'll be following the deflection. Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. Marek Hamšík.
Well, these Real fans are driving their team on to get this equaliser, but time is running out. Will they get another big chance?
Hamšík. Oh, disappointing clearance. Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out the danger. They decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Günther. That's effective pressure, high up the pitch. Marek Hamšík. And there goes the final whistle. It ends in defeat for Real Madrid, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Well, Derek, it was a hard-fought contest, which neither side completely dominated, but the result will certainly hurt them. They need to bounce back next time out.
Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football, perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It is Manchester City, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here, try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
De Bruyne. Well, from so far out, it didn't appear to be the high percentage option. Close, though, Stuart.
Well, he did have options, but that was a good effort in the end. He wasn't too far away, was he?
Ginola. Hamšík. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Rijkaard. Now with Ginola. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. Marquez. Zinedine Zidane. Eto'o. They're using the space really well, you've got to say. Cleared away by Rijkaard. Theo Hernandez. De Bruyne now. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. Decent effort there.
Well, he has such good technique. He really did hit that well. He certainly came close there.
Frank Rijkaard. Son. Now with Hamšík. Heung-min Son. Well, diving magnificently to make sure he got there. Well, this could be a chance for Real Madrid to jump ahead from a corner. Zinedine Zidane. Sound piece of defending. Smuggled away. The referee spotted the little nick on the way through, so a throw-in coming up. Marek Hamšík. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Underway then in the second half. And the two teams matching each other just about stride for stride. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Can they slot it home? And well positioned to clear. Son. Now with Rijkaard. Can he put them in front? And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating.
When you see this again, the defending just isn't good enough. The clearance doesn't get enough height on it, doesn't get enough distance on it, and suddenly the ball's being played back into their danger area, and they don't reorganise themselves, and that's why the ball's in the back of their net.
Zinedine Zidane. Given away by City. Big chance. And it's in! Real Madrid firmly in charge here.
Well, here we can see just how good this goal is. It has everything. Skill, pace and power. There was no stopping him there.
So underway again, and a 2-0 advantage here. Pelé. Samuel Eto'o. Now Zidane. Kevin De Bruyne. And denied by the post. And a time for calm on the ball. Hamšík. Rijkaard. Zambrotta. Anthony. Zidane on the ball. Well, he was a long way from goal, but that didn't seem to bother him.
Well, he won't strike a football much better than that. That certainly had the keeper worried.
And Manchester City will go to their bench. Just 10 minutes to go. You certainly can't fault them for trying as they keep the pressure on.
Well, that was a decent effort, and you just sense the goals coming here.
Hamšík. Rijkaard. Frank Rijkaard. Now Zidane. Frank Rijkaard now. And he clears the danger. And so the referee blows for full time, and it's disappointment for Manchester City, a defeat for them. Your assessment of the performance?
Well, Derek, they were certainly off the pace today. Beaten to the ball in too many key areas. They need to refocus now and perform better next time out.
Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and my partner, ready to bring you all the analysis and technical talk, is Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Well, we've got everything needed for a good game here. Two motivated teams, a vibrant atmosphere, and some very good players. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
Splendid tackle, and a throw-in coming up. Bale. Well cut out by Hamšík. Gareth Bale. Mbappe. And touched onto the frame of the goal. Hamšík. Anthony. And he's through here. Can he convert? And it's in! 1-0. They've breached the defence.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Lilian Thuram. Toni Kroos. Well read to ease the pressure. And a wild attempt from distance. Not one for the highlight reel, Stuart.
Well, that's a waste. He had much better options there.
Nacho Fernandez. Thuram. Bale. Couldn't hang on to the ball. Well, using the space really well. But now can they push on? Safe pair of hands, did his job. And he was in the right place to intercept. Great opportunity. And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
Well, I won't get tired of watching this. It's an outstanding bit of play. Just look how far he runs with the ball. That's a great goal.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. That is that for the first half here. And off and running again after a dizzying first-half performance by Real. Will we see more of the same in the second 45? Petit. Ginola. Frank Rijkaard now. Now, who can he play it to? Oh, magnificent from the keeper. Fantastic stop. Good piece of defending. Gianluca Zambrotta. Hamšík. Anthony. Zinedine Zidane. And now it could be. And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away from the opposition.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
So the action continues, and Real very much bossing the proceedings. Chance to finish. Oh, he squandered the opportunity. He might be relieved, though, to see that the offside flag is up.
Well, the linesman's sparing his blushes here, but you have to say it was a shocking effort.
Toni Kroos. Wonderful chance. And this time it's in. Fabulous goal. And just look at the celebrations.
Well, here you can see it again. He's gone for placement over power, and it's a brilliant finish.
And they will make the change now. So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. 3-1 the score. Hamšík. Anthony. Moving the ball really well here. Can they find a gap in the defence? Well, not away properly. It was an attack of promise, but they couldn't take advantage of the situation. And that is the end of the game. It goes into the books as a win for Real Madrid. What did you think of their overall performance?
Well, Derek, it was fairly comfortable in the end because they were tactically superior, had better individuals, and were always a threat going forward. It was a really good performance and a good result as well.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary. And alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Barcelona facing Real Madrid.
Well, the atmosphere is building nicely here, and we've got two teams who like to play good football. Let's hope we get a good game here. It should be.
Eusebio. And the ball taken forward by Toni Kroos. Oh, what a goal! A tremendous strike. Hard to believe that he elected to take on that shot. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, we won't get tired of seeing this, will we? Because that struck so sweetly. He really does surprise everybody here, not least the keeper. What a good finish that is.
Well, the action underway. Can Real find a response now? Oh, big chance. Will he find the net? Oh, yes, a goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
Well, here's the replay, and what a well-delivered cross this is. Perfectly placed, and the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
So back underway, with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Petit. Now with Hamšík. Zidane. Well, moving the ball impressively here. He succeeds in clearing it. Anthony. Zinedine Zidane. Ginola. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Pele. Kroos making quite a bit of progress. Well, disappointing end to the move. Zinedine Zidane. Now Son. Oh, goodness gracious me! It's a special goal from miles out.
Well, here it is again, and wow, just take a look at this. He's absolutely nailed this one. What a strike that is from distance.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? Son. Eusebio. Toni Kroos. Now with Bale. The first half here comes to an end. Into the second half then, and Real doing the chasing. And Zidane succeeds in getting it out of there. Well, this could really help the cause. Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. Toni Kroos. This is Kroos. Barcelona now in potentially a dangerous position. Well, that's not textbook defending. Keeper did his job to begin with. And cleared away by Zambrotta. Rijkaard. Barcelona free kick. It'll be here. No pressure whatsoever on the keeper. Roberto Carlos. Zinedine Zidane. Now that's fine goalkeeping. Real concentration. And Barcelona get ready for their set-piece routine, hoping to increase their lead. Just the clearance that was needed. And it's in! A goal for Barcelona! They are the team in charge.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. 3-1 the score. Heung-min Son. There to take it away. 10 minutes to go then. Gareth Bale. Pele. And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Hamšík. Rijkaard. Son. And there goes the final whistle. It ends in defeat for Real Madrid, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Well, Derek, they were certainly off the pace today. Beaten to the ball in too many key areas. They need to refocus now and perform better next time out.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player, Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It's Real Madrid taking on Real Madrid.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Marek Hamšík. Happy to pass the ball, but remaining patient. Son. A wonderful intervention. Well, not too fussy about where he sent the ball, and it will be a throw-in. Son. Ginola. And a goal right off the bat. No wonder they're jumping for joy. So Real restart the game. Disappointed to have conceded. Can they find an equaliser? Kimmich. And on to Zambrotta. And here's Rivaldo. It's with Rivaldo. Well read to ease the pressure. Nacho Fernandez. Now with Zambrotta. Rivaldo. And Valverde. And moving the ball forward with genuine purpose here. Might be onto something with that ball. They could level it. And a goal! The keeper couldn't stop it. Real Madrid on terms.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that.
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. Zambrotta. Rijkaard. Can he put them in front? And it's in! They're back in front! Stunning scenes here!
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
And the ball is moving again. Anyone's guess how this is going to finish. 2-1 currently. Emmanuel Petit. Really committed himself to the tackle. And a throw-in now. Joshua Kimmich. Bobby Charlton. Well, it wasn't a simple save to make. Well, he made great contact with that one, but the goalkeeper had his own ideas. Well, another corner kick conceded. Let's see what they do this time. Emphasis on the clearance, a good one, and turned onto the woodwork. Well, technically offside, but not by a lot. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Into the second half then, and Real doing the chasing. Charlton. Fernando Hierro. And Valverde. Rivaldo. And it's in! Beyond the goalkeeper, Real Madrid are level.
Well, here it is again. He hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player.
So underway again at 2-2. Hamšík. Zinedine Zidane. And on to Ginola. And Schweinsteiger on top of it. Frank Rijkaard. Zinedine Zidane. Rijkaard. Joshua Kimmich. Schweinsteiger. Bobby Charlton. Federico Valverde. Victor Gyökeres. And a lot to like about this attack. And the deflection behind then for the corner. Well, the keeper won't be complaining about that corner kick delivery. His ball all the way. Emmanuel Petit. Now with Kimmich. At this late stage, Real Madrid doing everything in their power to grab a winner. Work to do at the back for Petit. And as a defender, you really have to concentrate to the maximum to bar the door, as he did then.
Well, can Real create one more big chance to win this game? If they do, this stadium will erupt because these fans have been brilliant today.
And there is the referee's whistle for full time. Even Steven here, they can't be separated. We were treated to goals. And Stuart, interested to get your verdict.
Well, Derek, what a good game it was. Plenty of chances, some good attacking play and a couple of outstanding individual performances. I really enjoyed that one.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical and technical analysis, it's Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Real Madrid taking on Real Madrid.
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
Anthony. Now Son. Anthony. Not the best clearance. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. Zambrotta. And on to Ginola. Anthony. Well, a long-distance effort and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
Marek Hamšík. David Ginola. Zinedine Zidane. Anthony. Can he put it in? In it goes! Well, the pressure has been mounting, and now they have the lead.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
So Real restart the game. Disappointed to have conceded. Can they find an equaliser? Gullit. And I think, unfortunately for him, the less said about that attempt, the better.
Well, he had a lot of options there, but he's chosen the wrong one. That was a poor effort.
Anthony. Zinedine Zidane. Ginola. Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. Growing pressure here, and another corner. And a fine stop. Well, pressure building, another corner. Well, they'll try to keep the pressure on in the form of another corner. Well, he took care of it defensively. Oh, offside. How marginal was that? But the flag is raised. Johan Cruyff. Rijkaard. David Ginola. Anthony. Ginola! And a goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. The first half here comes to an end. And off and running again after a dizzying first half performance by Real. Will we see more of the same in the second 45? Managed to get it out of there. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Marek Hamšík. Ginola! And it goes! Well, it's one goal after another. A highly impressive performance.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So the action continues, and Real very much bossing the proceedings. Zinedine Zidane. Read it well. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Oh, denied by the post. And stopping the danger. Zinedine Zidane. Zidane. And it took a touch on the way through, so a corner here. Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Zinedine Zidane. Gullit has it. On to Iniesta. Luis Diaz. Plenty of support here. Not all that convincing defensively. Oh, and it goes! And that is simply vivacious on the volley. Take a bow, take several bows. The degree of difficulty was high, but you wouldn't know it. What a skill to possess. Absolutely marvellous. Substitution for Real Madrid. So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. 3-1 the score. Anthony. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. And there goes the final whistle. It ends in defeat for Real Madrid, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Well, Derek, they weren't at their best today, both as individuals and as a team, and they didn't deserve anything from the game. Need a much better display next time out.